this thing here was people.
Welcome back to Coming This Summer. JB Martin, Ryan
We still have
Superbad Sharp.
Pixar bouncy intro too that we can bring back.
We do, and we have
love
to
that one.
actually this week throw this in with our Pixar rankings. Which did we do for Lightyear? I think we did come back and throw it in for
We
Lightyear,
definitely
right?
gotta give it a number.
We got to give it a number
Slide
in
it
our
in.
ranking. I don't remember what my list is, though.
Not
I
off the top-
remember
not off the top of my head.
Good Dinosaur. It was at the very bottom of
We
the
agreed
list.
on that.
Conveniently, the same director of the movie Elementals that we just saw. Peterson, S-O-H-N, Peterson, director of The Good Dinosaur, probably one of Pixar's worst movies ever made, somehow got a second chance and dropped the ball, I think, equally as hard.
No, this isn't that bad.
It's not as bad as Good Dinosaur, you
I
think?
don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
Good Dinosaur has like
No redeeming qualities.
nothing rememberable about
The
it.
firefly scene is cool, and the grass and the dad, and they're all playing with
Okay,
the
I didn't
fireflies.
even remember that though.
That's like the one cool animation thing they tried. Yeah.
It was just
And the pterodactyls swim in the sky,
Yeah.
like they're sharks,
I know we've harped on that movie
because
when we
they
did our Pixar.
know what sharks are and know what that reference is as dinosaur people.
Yeah, it was just
Pixar's Elemental. My first problem with this is we get probably 5 minutes of a movie going. These two fire people came from Fire Island to Element City to start a new life. It's
which is
basically
Utopia, by the way.
which it's Zootopia. It's basically like an immigration story. Like
It
it's
is.
what it starts out
supposed to
as. So my problem is it gives you this beautiful fucking animation sequence and then smash cut to black screen, no animation, Elemental logo, smash cut back to the movie. I'm like, don't you normally animate those logos when
I
they
feel
pop
like-
on the fucking
I feel
screen?
like they do that sometimes.
The
Did-
logo
did-
is animated in the trailers.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
just take that and put it in your movie. How do you make it the greatest animated thing looking wise, the most innovative in a long time? You know what I mean? And then the fucking splash screen logo just pops on and pops off. Like they literally clicked and dragged it into Premiere
Wow.
and didn't do any
You were
crossfade
just not
anything.
happy camper.
that
watching
logo.
That thing.
I'm like, how do you fucking spend an hour and a half animating your movie and forget to put in the animated logo from your trailers in your fucking movie?
That's
Smash
weird.
cut, black screen, couple frames, Elemental, flat text, back to the movie. Pixar always does cool intro sequences.
You look like some kind of robot from Chuck E. Cheese.
I'm short-circuiting. But think about it. Monsters, Inc. has the cool doors thing. They're all like slapping all the
playing.
monsters. Yeah, I know the Monsters, Inc. song.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. This movie had none of that. It had no charm, like music, had no like original anything. It was
missing.
so by the
It
numbers.
felt
It
like
hurt.
Good Dinosaur.
It's Good
It
Dinosaur.
was vanilla.
Except this was more cliche, I think, than Good Dinosaur.
It was more plain, but I think the reason it wasn't as a bore to watch is because at least you had multiple characters, and it wasn't just like
Arlo,
you're just with one boring
shitty,
character.
whiny character
Yeah.
the whole time. Yeah,
You got
this
to-
one we get a whiny character,
Mm-hmm.
but it's because he's made of water, so he cries
It's a
lot.
bit though. It's like a meta. It's not like he's whiny and we know it, but he doesn't. Like that's the joke.
No, it's all water people are very emotional because they're water
Emotion.
and they
Emotion.
emotional.
That's the review.
Wow, I don't think I could have done that. Very good. Very good. Being a
So-
Superbad, 10 out of 10. Very emotional.
The movie, yeah. Be a Superbad. CTS says emotional. Yeah.
Finger guns.
Yeah. No, this is on the bottom tier of Pixar movies.
This is really bad. This is bad.
everything.
And it looks good. It looks pretty,
It's
obviously.
pretty, yeah, it
but
looks
like
pretty.
they tried so hard to make it look
Like I wish
pretty.
they released it in IMAX.
Yeah.
I would have watched it. In a
I
bigger
would have watched
theater.
it. This movie is available in 3D, which we didn't go to see it in. I don't see a purpose that serves to go see it in 3D.
Maybe we go back and try it later.
Remember when 3D movies first came out? And it was like, whoa, this thing's really coming at you. We get a character, he's playing with a paddle ball, and wow, and there's like specific
Like the
scenes.
Minions.
Yeah.
Minions doing the
Yeah.
crazy-
Yeah. I'm like, give me that. If I'm gonna go see a movie in 3D, it's got to be like a Universal ride, where it's like there's specific 3D scenes.
Like why I want?
yeah,
Why else would
they're
I?
like, whoa, you know, like
I
trying
just
to
don't
reach
need
out.
the perspective skewed. Cool.
No, and I don't need my eyes to hurt for the next day. you know. So
I will say IMAX 3D, not to get too far off subject here, but IMAX 3D feels better on my eyes than
this movie
the
plain.
the regular 3D does.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're
Like,
saying.
I don't feel like I
Maybe
need to.
because it's more
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but
it's
yeah.
not as tight, you know.
Tight.
Tight. Elementals.
Everything was forced. Okay, every plot,
including
device
character introductions.
was forced
Yeah,
in hauled ass Mario style.
The
where
first
they were
15
just
minutes
go
basically a different movie.
It's weird.
And then the water guy shows up, out of nowhere. Just kind of
he got
is
sucked
there.
in.
He's got sucked in the pipe
Yeah.
because there's water leaking into
And
Firetown.
for some reason,
But water's been shut off for forever, for the past 10 years.
because the water, there's something leaking and the water's draining into the pipes. Is what I never understood.
well,
the
there's
water,
like sewage. There's
right,
like
so
the
but
grates,
but
right?
then those pipes, for some reason, go back up into the buildings. Like, isn't that just sewage water? Why the hell is it running in the main pipes in the building?
And it's like going up
Right,
too. It's
I
not just
never-
in the basement. It's like all along the walls, and it's like in their store, in their
What's
living room. Like,
I don't.
what kind of house? It's elemental world, man. They don't know how pipes work. Who built the pipes? If he built the basement and the store from scratch, why did he put pipes in? Why did he build the pipes? If he doesn't want water in his building, why
there
did
was some
he
weird-
put the
whole thing
pipes
was
in?
weird.
And each town, there's not like Zootopia, how it's like, oh, Tundra Town, and like Savannahville, you know, and like Forestburg or
Right.
Jungleburg
Right,
or whatever.
right,
This
right.
one, it's like, no, they all chill together.
Except for fire people.
Except for fire people,
They do not like fire
because we're
people.
incredibly racist, and
They all
fire
live
people
like in
suck.
their own district.
Yeah. Those dirty
But seriously,
coal
yeah,
chuckers or whatever
everybody
they say
is
in the
like
movie. Yeah.
everybody
Whoa,
is
whoa.
together except the fire people. They're out on their own past the interstate, past the subway.
Because they don't
thing.
work with the other elements. Fart. So this movie introduces us to Ember. What was her last name? Ember Lumen
Lumen.
and Wade Ripple. Get it? I do. Ha 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 ha. So it's basically Romeo and Juliet, except
Kind of
the Capulets
like a G version.
are like the rich version, you know, the Juliet, except Juliet's a dude and Wade and
Right, 'cause he's the
Romeo's
ri- yeah.
Ember. Yeah, and he's the rich one.
You know, we
So-
didn't bring up either though at the start of this thing is they set you up with the short from Up.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about that. Yeah, they tug at your heartstrings by putting an up short.
I
at the
brought
very
all
beginning
three of my
of this movie.
kids.
Yeah, I forgot
so
all
he
about
tagged along. We all we brought. I brought all three of my kids. We went and saw it, and like he got there a few minutes late.
I was walking into the up short
At the
ending,
very end of the short,
and it's just old man with his dog, and I'm like, oh, this looks
and they're
nice.
playing like the sweet up music.
This
and
looks nice. Yeah, and I walk to your row, and you're like, they just fucking ripped our hearts. These guys are a mess. Like your daughter's bawling. Like your middle child is like hugging you and like, like I'm like, ooh.
And they're like, and get the movie going quickly before they recover emotionally and think this is a better movie than it was.
Yeah. So they try and be like, remember that good movie we made that everybody loved? Well, we're gonna put it in front of this one, which we really don't have a lot of faith in. So
This should have been on that show that debuted last year for all the up shorts.
yeah.
But this one was really
Said, "Wait,
good.
We have some shitty movies coming out.
Yeah.
We might want to save it.
This is good though. Yeah. This is the tops of all the episodes. Yeah, save it.
Yeah.
Sorry, but back to the thing. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. No, I
Because
forgot
they got
about
you.
that. Yeah.
Because they got you.
Maybe that's why I thought it was a shitty movie, because I skipped the up short.
No, it was still not a great movie.
This movie is the most by the numbers movie possible. Wade and Ember, they have to figure out why Ember's dad's store is leaking water, and it's all due to just like bad city design.
Right.
So throughout Element City, there's like canals, I guess. Which do they even show like canals?
It's weird. Like all through the city, and they were like, the canals have always been there.
The canals have always been there,
something, yeah.
but the water has been shut off to Firetown for the past 10 years. Oh, you guys are giving me nuggets that I'm going to use to put together a mystery. No, it's just boats.
Yeah.
It's just boats.
Just drainage canals for boats.
Yeah, so we
Gotcha.
pump those canals full of water to the very top. When you get a glass of water, you fill it to the brim, right? So that way, when you walk, you spill it everywhere.
See, well, okay. So there's this supposed to be this overflow drainage concrete thing.
Yeah,
And
like
it has a
like
damn
the
wall.
LA
Right.
storm drains.
But like
yeah.
this boat, it's supposed to catch the overflow water from when this boat comes near the land, and it's just supposed to sit in there, I guess, forever.
and drain. Well,
but
it
it can't
drains
drain because
somewhere.
they won't open it. This is what doesn't make any sense in the movie, because what happens is somehow something blows the gate out, and I mean,
Well, she gets mad, right? She gets really angry.
oh, you think it's from all the way from that blew the gate open too?
Oh, you mean like the hole
the
they come back
dam.
to 18 times? Yeah, okay.
Something happened.
Something
It
happened.
didn't just say, "Hey, we have a crack in the dam." It looks like someone blew the dam.
Blew the
up.
dam up, and they
But
like
they just never.
they're
addressed
getting
it.
there and like motor oil, you know. Ooh, we're
Yeah.
hot on the trail of someone. No, you're not. It's
No.
just people who don't know how to drive boats and really shitty civil engineers.
Yeah,
That's the bad guy in this movie. Is
Yeah, there's no bad guy.
bad boat drivers. Well, bad civil engineers is the bad
right,
guy.
but I
of
mean, like
Elemental.
there is actually
Yeah.
this is like a weirdly.
There isn't a bad
there is
guy.
no
There's
bad
not an
guy.
antagonist. Zootopia. I know that's not a Pixar movie, but this movie is a
The
copy
movie,
paste.
It is.
Yeah.
it is.
Somebody said, AI, write Zootopia for me, except their elements. You got it, dog.
It's one of those
You got
natural occasions of a movie where it's like if the main character just talked to the other characters, then the whole movie would be solved. And even worse, they double down and made the other main character keep telling the main character that if she just talked to her dad, the whole thing would be solved. And she refuses until the very last couple lines of the movie. And when she talks to her dad, the dad's like, "Why didn't you just tell me this?"
Why didn't you tell me that? The whole dream was you, not the store. I would have been okay if you want to just follow your dreams, your
I hate
lifelong
that.
dreams.
That's the biggest cop
To
out of
be
movies
fair,
in the world, though.
At the beginning, they set precedent that she doesn't know it's her dream.
No, I know,
right?
but that's the biggest. Like, just talk to your, just talk, just tell the person what's the
Just
problem.
talk to
the problem,
somebody.
And they never, you know. And
Yeah.
I get the movie has to happen,
right.
but you need a better premise. For
You
the
need
movie
a
to
stronger
happen.
premise, other than the dad's getting sick and retiring, and Ember's supposed to take over the store when
Right.
she's ready, and then pipes burst.
The immediate joke is
Wade
several
shows
years
up.
later because she's
Several
still
years
not,
later.
not ready.
And that's also like a smash cut graphic, no fade or animation. We just threw text on the fucking screen.
in the
Let's
end,
go.
though, they did. In the end, they threw the text on the actual screen. Like,
Yeah.
they actually
The
instead
other,
of,
and at the beginning, it smash cuts
it's
to the
just
black screen.
yeah.
No animation. Doesn't fade on or anything. It's just several months later, or 10 years later.
Yeah, it just-
Elemental.
It felt like the
me
soul,
some
no
pepper.
pun intended,
No
was
soul.
missing
Yeah.
in the movie. It just felt like a Sony
husk.
animation.
A husk. Yeah. I would have watched this as a Disney Plus show. Give
Okay.
me 6 episodes. You know what I mean? And then maybe you'll care about the characters more, and the world's fun. You know what I mean?
It's a fun world.
It's a fun
Yeah,
world.
Yeah.
But they
they
threw
didn't
too
give
much
you-
world building.
But they didn't give you any of the real world either. You got to see like this weird basketball thing that they did.
Yeah,
and
like
that's it.
sports and their offices.
And then they went back to like the fire.
And get this, guys. It's all normal. Like, they play normal sports, and they do normal people paperwork, but they're like plants and fire. And this idea has gotten old, guys, of, like, if things were things. You know what I mean? If cars were people. You know what I mean?
If
At least,
monsters were people.
what if monsters were
What if
people?
toys were people.
But the fucking bureaucracy
robots
of
were
Monsters,
people?
Inc. was actually the best part of Monsters, Inc. Because it's like a company. It's corporate monsters. That's a good idea. That's an original idea. This is fire, water, people, plants, air.
It just doesn't. By the time it finally hits you and the emotional feels in the third act in the last 10 minutes of the movie, it's just. The movie is 90 minutes long after you take the short out for the runtime,
Yeah.
basically, roughly, 90, 95 minutes.
But it single-handedly
feels
feels
like it's 2
longer
hours.
than
It-
Spider-Verse, Flash, and Fast X combined. Yeah.
Like,
This movie dragged. It dragged.
two
Yeah.
of my 3 kids lost focus.
One
in
of your
the
kids
middle
fell
of the
asleep
movie.
by the end.
Yeah.
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 You
Never
can't keep the
happens.
attention of a child. You failed as a movie. I'm sorry.
They were all in the
You know what I
beginning and they
mean?
were all in it at the end.
Yeah.
But then like the middle was just
the middle is
draggy.
painful. The
It's
middle is
slow.
basically we get like a romantic comedy without the comedy between Wade and Ember.
I couldn't stand Wade's character.
He sucks.
I hated it.
I don't know who the voice actor is either.
It wasn't even that necessarily. It was just like
Yeah.
everything. The
It's just
lines,
boring.
the whininess, the forced like pity prince, and they made the weirdest.
But then when he gets serious, it's I don't know this is my Wade impression, and I said until I need to talk like this.
I kind of like your Wade impression.
And your dad
Whoa.
might be just accepting what you want to do for a living, Ember. Like, when he's like, when they're doing the crying contest, it's all, oh, I'm fucking Wade. I love you.
Jimmy,
And
like work on
you
Jimmy Stewart.
Love me.
Well,
Wow.
I
You're
never.
a monster. Jiminy from.
No, but you're not wrong. It was like
being.
introduce a character. Character's like, gotta write you a ticket. Please don't. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Ticket sent to the city hall.
Yeah.
My dad's gonna kill. Like she's crying and begging. Oh, my dad will disown me. Why didn't you just say that? I wouldn't have sent the ticket.
Yeah, my dad died.
I'm not even kidding.
I got a
you.
soft spot for people in daddy issues, so.
Why didn't you just tell me? Like I've been talking with there was like a 20-minute bit where she follows you throughout
Through
the
city. The city that she's never been into, by the way, and it's a huge moment for her, and she followed you into the fucking city. I'd at least listen to her instead of like. They do like the chase scene is so dumb because he's like running from her. You know what I mean? To try and like get these notes.
Right, while
these
she's
citations.
begging. She is like in tears begging.
And she's like trying to burn this like citation notebook he has. If you burn it, rewrite the citations. What the fuck? It's like this whole movie is built
and I know
on,
you're
like
guys, it's a kid's movie. But
marshmallows and spaghetti sticks. I make that analogy all the time. That is this fucking movie. It's so flimsy. I told you it's like holding a wet piece of paper, and it just all kind of falls out of your hand.
I was just gonna say I want to address this because some of the people would be like, guys, it's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
Yes and no, but here's the thing.
I like Pixar movies.
Pixar used to make movies that were strong enough to where you could watch it and enjoy the shit out of it
as an adult. Yeah.
That can't be the excuse
Right.
now. We're like, well, it's just a kid's movie. It doesn't need to make sense. Like, well then.
Yeah, then they shouldn't be Pixar. Then they
they're not
shouldn't be
Pixar.
allowed to call themselves Pixar
Right.
anymore. Because this isn't Pixar.
This didn't feel like Pixar.
It's not Pixar. Lightyear was better than this.
Oh, ready for this? I like this. We're going to do a little something different here. We're going to go off studio, and I'm going to tell you movies that are better than this Pixar movie. We're off top. Ferdinand from Blue Sky was better than this.
Any of the Ice Age movies, you know?
Pretty much all of the Ice Age movies
Pretty much.
are better than this.
Yeah.
Rio I would enjoyed better
Both
than
of
this.
them.
Both of those.
Any movie, any DreamWorks
Cloud with
movie.
a Chance of Meatballs, Hotel Transylvania, all of those movies
you're
were
saying not like
significantly-
from DreamWorks, Disney,
Right,
or
non-DreamWorks.
Pixar. Okay,
That's what I'm saying, like,
okay, yeah.
This
yeah.
was worse than pretty much any other sub non-Pixar studio. Like, don't even get me
Wish
started.
Dragon was better.
Oof.
Mitchell and the Machines was better than this
the
fucking
monster
movie.
one that Netflix did with the
Sea Beast was better.
Way better.
Holy fuck! I forgot about Sea Beast. At least had Carl Urban in it.
Sea Beast was way better.
Oh my god, that
Yeah.
movie was amazing compared to this.
Yeah.
Compared to this train wreck.
This looked cool as shit. You're right.
Yeah.
But
No. And they showed all the shots from the trailer. So like by the time you're in the movie, you're used to how the fire people look, and it's not innovative because you're like, I've seen them already. You know what I mean? When Wade comes out and he's like all shredded, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's like, a little out of shape here.
yeah, I like your voice. It's really funny.
That's what he sounds
I know.
like. He's very bubbly. He's very over the top. It's like his voice is cracking every 5 seconds. Very bubbly. Yeah.
It's like someone's like, I want to remake the Inside Out, the like that
Sadness.
crazy
Anger.
over the top,
Yeah.
weird, colorful, nutso
Right.
universe,
I'd watch Inside Out 13 times.
but with no story.
in the movie theater in the same day and have a better time compared to this fucking movie.
Right, this is
Yeah.
like that movie without the heart.
With no heart.
No heart.
With no
And I know, like
heart.
I said, the ending is sweet with the dad and the love and all that, and
Father's
I get
Day.
it, and that's awesome. And
That's
it
why this
is.
movie came out
right.
this weekend is
And
Father's
there is
Day.
heart, but it doesn't have like the Pixar heart. You're not gonna go, yep, that's a Pixar movie.
No, like, yeah. I didn't even, like, well up, or, like, tear up
No.
or anything. Because, like, by the time you're there and at the end of the movie, you're like, guys, this movie has been ending for 45 minutes!
Yeah, no, it did feel.
How is a 90-minute movie feel longer than Across the Spider-Verse?
It did.
I don't know how long we were in that theater for. It was not 90 minutes. It was 6 hours, okay?
Yeah.
I'm exaggerating, obviously, but
Yeah, we haven't
it
had a
dragged.
good run here for the last few movies.
it dragged. Transformers was all right.
That one was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
And what was before that? Spider-Man? Spider-Man was good.
Well, I guess I was referring to.
You were referring to Fast and the Furious.
and
Little Mermaid?
no, about your father
Oh, that's right. I completely...
and
That,
the
that
machine.
movie zapped out of my brain. The second we did the review, it said,
Yeah.
cash.
So
Flash.
I would give it. I gotta go back and see what I gave a
gotta
good
rate it,
dinosaur.
huh?
But this one,
I think we gave Good Dinosaur like 3s and 4s.
I think you definitely did. Yeah, I think I gave
one.
it like in the 5s.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a 6.1. I think
I
this
don't
was,
even want to know what my list is, so I
this
can
was
like.
I think I gave The Flash a 6.1, and I would put this about the same level as The Flash.
I enjoyed The Flash way more than this.
You think really?
As a movie, compared to my experience
Well,
from
you liked
yesterday,
The Flash.
I really like The Flash.
So
I
I'm looking
love
at it
Flash.
from like,
yeah.
it's the same kind of. There's a concept there that could have been a good thing, and they didn't, and they blew it.
And they kind of dropped the ball. Yeah.
So
I wouldn't say that. Okay, it's not a bad movie. If
No,
you have
that's what I'm
kids, take
saying.
them to go see it. You'll have
6.
an interesting
They'll probably
afternoon.
like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
The Upshort alone is worth going to the theater to see it if they're holding that out on Disney Plus.
That might be on Disney Plus too.
That's worth going. But outside of that, I mean,
Would you give it a 6?
I said 6.1, but you know what? I'm trying to think if I liked Flash more or not. I'm gonna keep it at 6.1. Maybe Flash like a 6.18, and this is like a 6.13. If we're gonna, if we had to tie.
Flash is a high 6.1.
But if we had
This
to
is
tie
a
break-
low 6.1.
Yeah, if we had a tie break, you see. But yeah, 6.1.
I don't know. It's in the 5s for me. Middle, very middle of the road.
Oh, it's super.
I'll
in the
give
middle of
5.
the
I'll
road.
go 5.5. 5.5.
There were
out
some
of
cool
10.
visual elements I really liked, but
No. It looked amazing when they're doing like, she's like on the prisms, or like the stones, and
Yeah,
like changing
the
all the
color
colors.
changing.
I'm like, that looked fucking awesome. And then like he's doing like the water, and it's like all the rainbow and like the sparkles going up. I'm like, this movie looks incredible. But if only I gave a shit about anything that was
just
happening
say,
in
coming
it.
this summer from Pixar, a 90-minute demo about what our new update can do.
Yeah,
And
about
I'd go
our
watch it.
how quick we can render this.
I'd go watch it.
Yeah.
because it'd be cool to see what it could do.
That's what this felt like.
Yeah,
It goes, we just want to test our animation
I
software,
think I said that.
our brand new
I
animation
think I
software.
said that to you.
Yeah.
I said it reminded me of the second half of season 4 of Barry. It was like a smell your farts.
Here's what we got.
Here's what we can do.
Yeah, let's crack knuckles and get on that keyboard because
Yeah, look how cool this looks.
you still have
What
to
about
write
the story?
You still have to write a movie. You still have to make. I don't believe this director should be allowed to direct Pixar movies anymore. That's 2, okay, that have been probably the worst Pixar movies
They'll call you.
ever made.
They're gonna call you.
I hope, because I think I could do a better job than this dude did with Good Dinosaur and Elemental, to be honest. And I've never done anything ever, so
Oof.
yeah, 5.5, 6.1, 6.18, 6.
No, 613.
6.13.
Probably 610 actually. Barely hits the 6.1.
Flash. Go watch our Flash review. Go watch some end credit stuff happen in the Flash, and we
That's-
talk about it. And that's all I'll say
True.
about that.
We got reviews for pretty much everything that's out this summer. If it's out,
If there's a movie in the theater, we've
We've-
reviewed it. Yeah. If there's a movie in your theater, go see it and go watch
That's right.
our review.
we don't just do blockbusters. We're not that channel. We're not just like we're only doing Marvel and DC.
No,
and Star
I saw the
Wars.
shitty Elaine movie, and we didn't even review
That's
it.
the only one I haven't seen with you, though. Or to be fair, that I haven't also seen.
Oh, true. I'm just saying, I don't think we should
we
now.
go out of our way
'cause
no,
it's a
yeah,
great
no,
bit.
It's way too,
Yeah.
yeah. We go out of our way to make sure we get everything locked in.
Yeah.
And everything seen for you guys,
–
so we can make it entertaining for you to decide whether or not you want to see it.
Blackening, we also need to go see.
That's coming this week.
Asteroid City is next week.
Yep, we'll have that in
And-
probably Thursday or Friday.
What's the Jennifer Lawrence movie called?
No hard feelings.
Where she's You Hurt My Feeling is the Elaine one. So
right.
that's why
This
I'm
is
like,
no hard feelings.
hard
Get it?
feelings.
Because
I
hard.
got it.
Okay.
where Jennifer Lawrence fucks a 12-year-old.
Tries to.
Tries
It's a
to.
college kid.
Tries to
please.
bang a 12-year-old. He's
If I had
12.
parents like
that guy's 15.
If I had parents like that, though, like we just date him hard, date him real hard.
Yeah.
God.
I think that movie will be better than The Machine about my father, because at least we get to look at Jennifer fucking Lawrence. Hey-oh!
Yes and no.
Animation, though,
Spider-Verse
still.
doesn't hit the same. That's a PG-13.
It's animation.
Slightly different,
I
or
see what you're
leaning
saying.
PG-13.
I see what you're
know,
saying.
but I
You
mean,
wouldn't
like,
take like a 6-year-old.
it's
to see
not
it.
right.
No.
Right. My
No, no.
7-year-old would have a seizure.
Yeah. Right.
He wants to go see Elemental.
Genuinely,
He
yeah.
wants to see Spider-Verse, but he's like, I want to go see Elemental.
Okay.
It looks like Inside Out, Dad. I'm like,